Don't develop some ideas. Then I said, you know what? In 1 year's time, you will not be popular.
That's right, sir.
I said, this is not a hex. No, you will not be popular. So better remove this slayqueen issue.
Prophet Uebert Angel and Prophet Bushiri have been found with a slayqueen. This is a slayqueen wahala, slayqueen agenda, slayqueen brouhaha, bro. It's crazy. So this encounter with Prophet Angel and Prophet Bushiri with a slayqueen. Let's watch what the man of God is having to say or having to share with us. Let's go get it.
Who do you think you are? If you stand there with your beautiful face, a new one is coming. One of my daughters in Britain there, we flew to America with Prophet Bushiri. As we're walking in the streets, we see this lady, said, I'm now part of your church. Wow. And somebody in my team said, I was with Pastor Ricky here, and someone said in my church said, you know what? This lady used to be this big slayqueen. She's now your daughter. I said, bring this slayqueen to me. I stood with her, and she started telling me how she has gotten houses now. She's gotten 2 houses. Don't develop some ideas. Then I said, you know what? In 1 year's time, you will not be popular.
That's right, sir.
I said, this is not a hex. No, you will not be popular. So better remove this slayqueen issue. Focus. If you had 2 houses, good for you. Now figure out how this can give you more money. It didn't take a year. In 7 months, her own young sister had taken over the job.
Yes, yes, sir.
Not somebody else, her sister. She was still saying, I believe in God. Have you ever seen the Nigerian movie? I like Nigerians. If you find a serious one, they'll be serious. If you find a fake one, 100%. I saw this movie where it said, Ekechuno. Talking to a god at a shrine. Ekechuno, answer me in the name of Jesus. That's being serious on both sides. Like you are not answering me. In the name of Jesus, speak to me now. Hear me well. And I begin to explain to her how the new person will come up and replace her. I didn't want to go into the spiritual immediately because she understands a certain language. Jesus would come in with information from the world that the person would understand. If I had gone and said, spiritually, I'm seeing this, she'll be like, spiritually, we're here. Do you understand? So what I needed to do was to speak her language. And I said, let me deal with you from your mindset. So you were going around all these countries with men. And now you gained a little bit of money. You went and sold whatever you were selling because you were popular a little bit and she did some business there. Whether she was selling hair or whatever she was selling, it was just right there. But it was because of some popularity.
Yes.
And I said, this coming year, within a year, you will not be popular. Somebody you know will be popular. And will be taking your customers. So if I were you, I stop now. Because it's not helping.
That's right.
5 months, 6 months. Her own sister had taken over the job.
Yes.
Now they were calling the sister to book the sister. The product is now the pimp. Because the world has managed to get everyone to become common. And people will take over from you. And you think you need accolades.
Prophet Uebert and son Prophet Bushiri have had a serious encounter, as he already said in the video, with a slave queen. He didn't want to approach the whole issue with a prophetic grace. He just wanted to approach it with wisdom and the knowledge he is having in finance, right? So if in finance, when you are generating income, you reinvest, you do all that to make your business very lucrative, right? This girl was like, what's happening here? These slave queens, it's not all of them that after receiving some bunch amount of money from their clients, do something proper with it. And mind you, I said not all of them, right? Prophet Uber Angel, in the middle of his conversation or his presentation, was like, nah, you guys, after mentioning that this slave queen has had have received this amount of money, you guys are thinking twice to rather be a slave. Prophet Ubejo can be funny, and I like the way he's preaching. He's able to, infuse um, jokes, but then everything that he's saying is serious 100%. And so the iota of jokes that is daring is even, you know, quantifying the whole content of his broadcast to make too much sense, right? So the jokes are not like a digression that makes everything awkward, makes sense at the end of the day, right? So these two prophets have had an encounter with the slave queen. You as a pastor, if you had an encounter with the slave queen, will you, a question, will you be giving this same advice that prophet was giving to this slave queen? Trust me, 70% or more of prophets and pastors will fail this test of how Prophet Uebert and Prophet Bushiri were able to handle this liquid, because most of the pastors we have in the Christian fraternity are so, judgmental. So, you are a slave queen, go and give your monies, all the monies you've received, give them back to their owners. Forgetting that this slave queen will open things out to this rich man to be able to pay this amount of money in a joking way, right? No seriousness here. But let's go back to seriousness. This is a business this slave queen is doing, right? And so whatever revenue he or she do we have men who are slave kings? That's another question of another day, right? So whatever revenue these slave queens are generating from their job, you reinvest, you make the business very lucrative, right? So prophet, even in his submission, he was like, I don't know what business she's doing, whether she's selling wigs, she's selling this, she's selling that. Is prophet giving us a hint here? Guys, tell me how many percent of slave queens sell wigs, do nails, have a nails, these medicure, pedicure shops and all that. Now, if your girlfriend owns a shop, medicure, pedicure, just know you are having a hint that this girlfriend can be a slave queen. That's just by the way, bro. That's just by the way. So this is how Prophet Angel and Prophet Bushiri handled, encountered what a slave queen and how they dealt with her. And then the prophecy that he was giving to the slave queen in a form of advice was overlooked by the slave queen, not knowing the slave queen's family member, sister, would take over the whole, operation and find her jobless, right? So if you listened, if you paid attention to what Prophet Uebert, the advice he was giving you, the slave queen at the time, you wouldn't have found yourself even guilty, right? He saved you totally. Because the same clients that you were having, this girl has taken all of them from you. This thing should teach us way beyond this scenario. If you are in business, know how to reinvest. And even as you are reinvesting, know how to diversify. My name is Chodanis. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe if you've not done that yet. Put out some post notification, like, and share.